Hello! Yeah. Yay! Peeps. So, it's Jen. I got a funny story to share. So, I figured it's fitting around this time of year because it's Halloween and there's some things you should not be doing. Especially if you are in the woods. So, I heard this one about an old lady. She's got medical marijuana. She goes in the woods and she's smoking her weed. Okay? She is smoking. This is a true story because that gives her relief from anxiety and crap. And then as she's smoking her weed, and she's got like a bag full of it. Why she kept a bag full of it, I have no idea. So then she said there was this bear or something that comes up charging at her and takes the weed from her. But the head of this thing was a wolf. And the legend around here, there's a thing called bear wolf. Is body of a bear, head of a wolf, and it just took off. So before she could react to anything else, Sorry, it's got a mosquito, fly, whatever. Anyway, so she goes, and it's like she couldn't believe that this bear wolf thing took her weed. And so she was going to get her bear spray, try to stop it, and go after it for some reason. She was so high, she was going to go after this bear. That didn't happen. So then it gets worse. She turns around because after recognizing she's not going to be able to get this bear, it's not going to happen, she runs into the skunk. And then the skunk sniffed her, can smell the weed on her, and sprays her. So she got sprayed, skunked, and her weed's gone, and she doesn't know what to do. So she's wandering around the woods area, and people found like, oh, you stink, and then she crapped her pants. Awful. So then she was so, in, she was depressed. So then she called the National Suicide Helpline, and there are all these people trying to get her. Hey, we'll get you a tomato bath and get your weed. I want my weed. I want my weed. I need my weed. I'm not going for a tomato bath or anything like it. So eventually somebody came up with some weed. They found some dealer and got her weed. She's like, oh, thank you. And so eventually she had to stop calling the National Suicide Helpline, because once she got her weed, she's all happy. But just a good note to self, just be careful when you're in the woods, because you don't know what you're going to run into. Because they can sniff everything, food-wise and whatever. But, some people do need their fix, and some people need help and others don't. But just a good note to self, if you need my weed, secure your weed as much as possible, okay? You better believe it. You better think otherwise, but, when you're in the woods, it's just, you gotta be careful, because you don't know what kind of creatures you're gonna deal with. Seriously, you just don't know. I've dealt with other creatures, and they're okay for the most part, but I just thought I'd tell you that. Awesome story. And so if you deal with wolves or whatever, just try to remain calm and much as possible, and take care of yourselves. Okie dokie, have a good day.